Fethi, the immigration debate feels highly polarised in Australia right now. Has it always been so?
There's always interest in how many migrants we take. Are we taking too many? Are we taking too few? Do we have the right policy settings to welcome migrants? What kind of migrants? What kind of visa categories? Where are they coming from? Will they fit? Will they cause any undesired impacts on society, whether socially, economically, politically, even environmentally? Immigration, and rightly so, it needs to be a subject to public debate. Unfortunately, what tends to happen at times is that we don't debate immigration in a logical, considered manner. We tend to be debating it on the basis of a lot of disinformation, on the basis of a lot of myths about immigration. And therefore, people form opinions about immigration in ways that do not reflect facts. There's no such magical metric, if you like, in terms of numbers of migration. But by and large, I think Australia has very much had the right formula. And if you look at the history of migrant intakes in Australia over many, many years, it has been fairly stable. The exception being the COVID years. We had a very significant downward decrease. And then following that, we had what many people refer to as a surge in migration, which again is really misunderstood. People think of migration as simply people who come here on a permanent visas to settle forever. But if you look at the data that we have, probably the largest component of our migration program is what we call temporary arrivals. So that's people who are either international students, who are working holiday makers, who are sometimes season workers. Populations grow as a result of two things, either natural births or immigration. In the last few years, immigration has become a contributor to that growth to the point of just under 54%, I think, which shows you the importance of immigration, that if we stop having a proactive and a very carefully designed immigration program, then what will happen is our population will start to decline. There is already a huge crisis globally in terms of aging populations. You see that in Europe, countries like Italy, you see it in Asia, countries like Japan. And what happens there is that when your population is aging, you don't have enough in the labor market to support those aging citizens. You don't have enough taxpayers to generate the wealth that's required to provide those key services. So we must always have a population growth that is positive and that is able to support the needs of the larger population.